Good morning. It is Monday, May 23rd. It is the last full day of school. We have sports day today. I'm wearing my class shirt. We are going to the high school football field and we'll do lots of sporting events until about 11:15ish or so. Head back to the building. All the kids get a sack lunch from the cafeteria, and then we can eat anywhere on the grounds that we want. We may be eating inside just because I'm not a fan of bugs crawling on me while I eat. Plus, then I could pop in like a magic school bus or something from YouTube like that, a kid show that they would really enjoy. And we can just relax while we eat and have fun. Then in the afternoon, we're going to work on our writing portfolios. I'll have them help me put them together for each kid, and they're going to make a cover with a pineapple that says, "First grade was sweet," so it should be really cute. And then that'll probably take us to the end of the day, and then tomorrow will be crazy because it's a half day, and we have the awards assembly, and we have a recess sneaked in there, and then just, little odds and ends things like make sure you send home the grade cards, make sure they take their school supplies home, little doodads around the classroom, make sure everything's taken down off the walls, all that kind of stuff. So I will let you know how today goes. I will talk to you later. I hope you're having a great day already, and I will see you later. Bye. Okay, so obviously you can hear how excited they are on the bus. Ooh, we have a kindergarten class, a second grade class, and my class. We are on our way to the high school football field, and I will check in with you when we get there. Bye!
There you go!
Woohoo! Go, girls!
This is fake grass.
Yes, it is fake grass.
A real rayon. And sure you don't see anybody on every part. That's
right.
how it is.
Until they disappear, and then you know it's safe. You got it, buddy.
After they disappeared.
That's right. Once they disappear, you can go.
I wanted to show you my kids' writing portfolios. This is what we made today. There's one. I'll go over here. These are guys all ready for lessons. Here's another one. And another one.
Teachers, please release early buses. Teachers, please.
Okay, so this is the aftermath of the last full day of school. We have all kinds of trash on the floor from doing our pineapple writing portfolios, which turned out super cute. And we have desks all willy-nilly like crazy. We did not get to eat our ice cream today, so I promised them we would do it tomorrow when we read the remainder of our gajillion birthday books. Here's a student who left and will not get their papers, most likely. That's not too bad over there. Look at my rug. Holy moly. We ate lunch in here, and you can tell. And we cut things. All kinds of things. So, the rest of the room isn't that terribly bad. It's a little crazy. But we survived our last full day of school. We had no break today. Teachers had zero break today. I had no break from 7:30 to 2:50. Yeah, that was hard. So, because we had sports day and we came back and had lunch with our kids, and we had no specials in the afternoon. We had no recess. So, it was a long, long day. But it's probably good because we had time to get our portfolios done. And one girl isn't going to be here tomorrow on our last official day. So we signed her little class shirt, and the rest of them that want to get their shirt signed left them here so they could do it tomorrow. So that will be tomorrow's agenda. We will sign class shirts. We will eat ice cream. We will clean out our cubbies, which let me show you over here. There's my little books. Cubby area. Disastrous. There's our class shirts all wadded wherever. But we need to clean out their school boxes because those belong to my classroom. They just put their stuff in them and use them through the year. All the stuff on the bottom of their cubbies needs to be cleaned out because all of that is their extra stuff, extra folders, and all that jazz. So they'll be cleaning that out and taking their name tags and whatever else they've left behind, random shirts and socks, and I don't know, I found mittens still, which is weird because it's May, but whatever, floating around my classroom. So we'll be doing cleaning, putting stuff away, making sure they take everything home with them. That will be tomorrow's agenda. I will talk to you later. Bye. This is all of the stuff that is going into my goodbye buckets. We have bubbles, and a summer practice packet, and a reading challenge thing. And there's the labels for the buckets. And there are the buckets, the boy buckets, the girl buckets, extra crayons that they brought in. I can't get to my crayons. My closet's too scary, so I'm just going to skip the crayons this year. So they'll get theirs back. I have a little M&Ms and some books and some blow pops, some bubble gum, little owl miss you next year cards, and some mechanical pencils. I will be filling these with my daughter and her boyfriend, and hopefully I can get out of here very soon because I am exhausted and want to go home. I will talk to you later. Goodbye. Hi there. We're home, finally. So my daughter and her boyfriend and I stayed in my classroom after school to get the little goodbye buckets done, and I totally forgot to video what they look like hanging in their cubby, so I'll try to do that in the morning, but if I don't, I apologize. But you saw the components of them at least. Oh, and then I have this lovely bag of stuff right here, that I need to work on tonight, paperwork-wise. I need to put the grade cards in envelopes and just put the kids' names on them. And I have, they're called multi-criterion checklists. It's little like forms you fill out for each kid that has like their reading level and their STAR math testing level, and whether they had special services through the year, like reading help or math help or special ed services, speech, things like that. Also, there's a spot on there for this kid should not be with XXX. Also, you can put comments on the back. Like, you can tell if the kid had a great year, you can tell if they have emotional problems, or anything you want to put about the child that you want the next year's teacher to know. And then they're pink for girls and blue for boys. They take those forms and they try to make the class list with those by sorting them into like low, medium, and high for each class. So you have a range of people, and also behaviors. You also put on there if they have behavior issues or if they are good with other people or whatever the situation is. You just basically kind of tell, it's a little snapshot of the kid so that they can know how to place them in the next grade next year. So I get to work on those tonight. 21 of them. Yay. It shouldn't be too much. Mostly it's just scores. You just track scores and then you have to add up their scores, and that's like their, I don't even know what you call it. That's how they gauge what level they're at by, it's like a combination and an average of all the scores of the things that we use. So that's what I need to do tonight. And then I should be free to just probably fall asleep because honestly, I'm exhausted. Today was rough because, as I mentioned earlier, we didn't have a break. Like, well, some teachers did, but a lot of teachers did not have a break today because our sports day went through a whole bunch of our recess times, and then we did not have specials today. So my specials are in the afternoon after lunch. And so I didn't have that. I didn't have my plan time. And I did not have my break at recess. And I didn't have a break from kids at lunch because we ate with our children. So from 7:30 until 2:50, I did not have a break from children all day long. So I kind of did something I don't like to do. When I took my students to the restroom after we got back to school, but before we ate lunch, to have restroom break and wash hands, I used the restroom too because I had to go at that point. I mean, it had been 4 hours, 5 hours. 5 hours was the last time I had seen a restroom. So, and that was the last time we went all day until after school. So yeah, we teachers need our breaks. Kind of important, even just for mental sanity. But honestly, my kids were good. They were a little bit chatty and loud, but really not as loud as they had been because they were really enjoying the little pineapple but the pineapple project, I guess you'd call it, the craft thing that I had them put together to put on the cover of their little writing portfolios that I videoed earlier that you should see sometime in here. So that was fun. They enjoyed that. That was cool. And then they liked being able to decorate their cover a little bit. Then I stapled until my hand about cramped off. But I got them all done, all 21 of them. Got them all done. Then I had the very daunting task of taking all of the piles that had been collected through the year, which were not in any particular order, just however they were taken down off the bulletin board at the time and saved back. I decided I would just, instead of making piles on my table, I thought I would just put them in their cubbies in whatever order I got them off the piles in. And then each kid would have all of their stuff together, and then I could just grab it from their cubby and stick it inside their writing portfolio, which worked great. But I did not realize how many things that I had saved back. I'm thinking I had more than one thing per more than one thing per month and per theme or whatever, because I'm pretty sure I had at least like 20 different things in those stacks, which was good. I mean, because then it's a pretty good snapshot of the things that we did. They were writing things, and there were little projects that they had done and reports that they had made and things like that. And so as a parent, I really liked looking at things like that because you could see the progression of their skills through the year. Like you could tell beginning of the year stuff as opposed to end of the year stuff. That reminds me, oh shoot, I did not put their latest informational report in there. Pooh, I should send that home tomorrow if I remember. Because they rocked my socks off with that report. They did amazing. I was so proud of them. This class was not interested in writing, really, for the most part. I had about 2 kids out of 21 that enjoyed any type of writing at all. And it was like pulling teeth to get a sentence. Well, not even a sentence. It was pulling teeth to get like 3 words from a kid. And by the end of the year, we had them writing full-fledged reports with a good hook sentence and a good intro and good body of the report, and then a closing that tied it all up. So, very proud teacher moment when I got to read those reports. It was amazing. And the progress that the students made, not all of them were on grade level by any stretch, but when they started out way below grade level and couldn't even put a sentence together, that's a lot of progress. And data doesn't always show, how well a student did from the beginning to the end. I mean, progress is progress in my book, and as long as they made progress, that's good. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't push them and try to get them to grade level. Of course you should. But there are some students that are just not able to do it. They're just not. And so the progress they made is amazing, and you should celebrate that with them. So, yeah, so that was really good. I think I'm going to go check on my supper. I realized when I got home, I don't know if you guys do this, but I don't cook every night. Usually I cook a couple times a night. Really? I am so tired. Oh my goodness. Not making a lot of sense. Okay, try that again. Usually I cook a couple times a week, but I cook a larger quantity at a time so we can have leftovers for 2 or 3 days on the same thing. And usually it's something like that you can doctor up and make it a little different. So like taco meat. You could make taco salad. You could make burritos. You could make tacos. You could make nachos. So, we can just vary things. You could even make like taco pizza with it. That's what I'm making right now is taco meat. So my husband will be very, very happy. It smells very good in here, actually. So I'm kind of happy that I actually got up and did it. I was not interested in cooking in any sense of the word. Not at all. Just wanted to come home and collapse because I still have things to do and I need to get them done before I'm completely unable to function. So that's what I'm going to do. Finish cooking my taco meat. My husband will be home soon from work. He called a little while ago and said he was on his way. My daughter is in her room, as always, on the phone with her boyfriend, which pretty much all the time. There's the timer saying my taco meat's done. Yay! And then I'll just have to heat up some refried beans and some black beans and get out some cheese and lettuce and tomato and all the good things and the shells and all that stuff. That's the easy part. So that will be tasty. And then I can get my multi-criterion checklists finished. It sounds so official. There are these forms. I can try to show you if I can get it out of my bag here. I'll show you my bag right here. It's these forms right here. Got it stuck to my clipboard. And then I have all these reports that I have to look through to get all the information that I need to use. Here is the paper copy, the blank one, before we make it into a pink and blue. And you have the student's name and, like I said before, any extra tutoring type help that they had or special services. If they're below, on, or above grade level in any area, math, reading, social studies, whatever. And then their scores at the bottom here. And then on the back, you get to put teacher comments on, what you thought about the student, whatever. If there's anything you would like the next year's teacher to know about them, whatever you might think of. Like some kids have behavior issues, some kids are very quiet, some kids whatever, what they're interested in, things like that. Anything you can think of that might help the next year's teacher, which is good. So that will be what I do tonight. I'm going to get in my jammies and eat my nummy taco, whatever. And I will talk to you probably tomorrow morning, which will be the last day of school. A half day. That's going to go so fast. I felt so bad today. I told the kids we would have ice cream today, and we just didn't have time. We just did not. After we got the portfolios all put together and cleaned up the scary mess of a room that we had, and you saw that there was still not the greatest, but it was enough that the custodians could still vacuum. There just wasn't time to do that. We didn't read any of the birthday books, and I'm pretty sure I have about 6 laying on my table. They are laid out for tomorrow. That's all we're going to do. Birthday books, ice cream, clean out our cubbies, have lunch, have recess, have an awards assembly, go home. That's our day. Yep. So I will talk to you in the morning and let you know how things go and try to show you little bits along the way. And then we have our little end of the year hoopla thing at the high school when school's out tomorrow. And when I come back, I will probably be tearing my room apart so that I can start cleaning it. I'm kind of excited for the cleaning part. I'm not excited for the actually pulling the stuff out part. Like, I'm excited to get rid of stuff and to get things accomplished, but the process of getting to that point is not very exciting to me. It's a little daunting. So I will take you along so you can see how absolutely horrible my closet is. I mean, I'm just going to tell you, it's bad. It's really bad. You can't see the floor. It's not like junk in there either. It's like good stuff, but it's just stacked in there because I wasn't able to get in there. Yeah. So coming soon to a YouTube channel near you, I will be posting a how I taught on a knee scooter, can't talk, for almost a year. That will be interesting. Lots of challenges. Lots of challenges. I'll tell you what happened, how it happened, how I dealt with it, the process of it all, the challenges I faced, and it'll be interesting. So stay tuned for that, coming probably in a week or two, and I will see you in the morning. Bye. Good morning, teacher friends. It is our last day of school, and I'm just walking into my classroom before all my wonderful morning friends come join me for their last day of drawing and coloring. So I will talk to you later, and I'm going to show you the goodbye buckets before I forget. So let me go grab that, and I'll be right back. Here is a goodbye bucket. Has a little have buckets of fun this summer. Has some books inside and crayons and a little card and bubbles and some candy and a summer reading challenge and an activity book for skills practice. There you go. That's what they look like. And they're just hanging in their cubbies, all ready to go home. And I hear students in the hallway happily and excited to come in. So I will talk to you later. My kids are at recess for the last time. They're all getting a little more sad because we just had an assembly. And it was like for perfect attendance and good citizen and stuff like that. So they all got very sad because they realized that everything was ending. And so I'm trying to hold myself together until the very end. But it's hard because I'm going to miss their little faces. So I will continue working and make it to the end of the day. We have 3 more birthday books to read and an ice cream celebration, and then we need to sign our class shirts before we go. And I've already gotten their school boxes all ready to be packed up, and hopefully I've remembered all their extra supplies that they need to take home. We need to pack those things up, and that's it, and we'll have lunch and leave. So I will talk to you later. Bye. I just said goodbye to all of the last of my firsties, and it was rough. It was very rough. Another year in the books. They'll be fine in 2nd grade. And I told all of them I love them and to have a great summer and that to be sure to come see me in 2nd grade or I would hunt them down. And then we all laughed. So the last buses are getting ready to roll and all of my kids have left with all their things and I've cleaned up their cubbies and things and I'm just going to start tidying up in the room and then head out for the day. So I hope your last day is good, full of good memories. I will talk to you later, friends. Bye. Hello friends, I made it home.
safe and sound. I stayed until 5 working. We could leave at 3 today after the big end of the year luncheon and things at the high school, but I chose to stay in my classroom and work instead. I got a lot done. I pulled out everything off the floor of my closet and I organized it. I pulled it out of all the bags. I've been collecting lots of pineapple things for my new theme next year, so I had bags and bags and bags stacked in my closet. It was a crazy mess. So they are all in bins now, labeled, so I can find them again. And I made a back to school box and I started putting back to school things in it for next year that I've already gotten prepared. That's a tip I have for you. Put things in a back to school box that you know you want to use so you can find it right away when you come back in the fall. Just makes it easier for you. And I got a little bit of cleaning done. I don't know what some of the boys had in their cubbies, but they were sticky on the bottom, and so I thought, oh dear, I don't even know what this is. I'm not sure I want to know. But I was able to get a couple of Clorox wipes and they cleaned up very well. So not a problem, all good. I will bring you with me tomorrow when I go and work on my classroom some more. I have lots of things to organize and put away and get rid of and sort. And so that will be quite a process. And we'll see how it goes. So I hope you had a good day. School is out for the kids. So that is the end of teaching for me for now. I'm not doing summer school this year because I'm going on the choir and band trip with my daughter. But I will be around cleaning my room and saying hi to people and getting things ready for next year as I clean. So I will see you on my next video. I hope you're having a great week and I will talk to you later. Bye.